Hey everyone, welcome to High School Dropout's advice. If you need subtitles, please click on the CC button. Usually it takes up to 2 hours after uploading for the subtitles to appear. It just happened. The MARA stock, also called MARA stock, has exploded after the earning release of Q1 2021. In case you did not watch my first video, I will link it up here and in the description below. If you are bullish on Bitcoin and think that there is a future for Bitcoin, you can invest in Bitcoin mining companies. Marathon Digital Holding is exactly this kind of company, a pure Bitcoin mining company with a lot of hash power. The hash power is the speed that the mining rigs mine Bitcoin. The higher the hash power, the more Bitcoin can be mined. In my first video, I explain more of the technical side of the company. In this video, we want to talk more about the financials, the mining power of Marathon, and a trade that can make us a fortune. Marathon Digital Holdings made an insane rally of over 15% just today and trades for $56.56 per share. The reason for today's spike is because of the earning release today. Produced 196 new minted bitcoins in the first quarter of 2021, increasing the total bitcoin holdings to 5,134.2 with a fair market value of approximately 301.9 million as of March 31st. 212 million cash on hand. Received 10,300 S19 ASIC miners from Bitmain. In case you don't know, Marathon bought around 4,800 bitcoins for about 31,000 with 150 million. We all know that Bitcoin is worth about 58,000 now. So Marathon nearly doubled its money by investing and holding into Bitcoin. With the 212 million in cash, the company has enough cash to run the business before selling its Bitcoin. The S19 Pro ASIC miners play a key role for the company, which already has purchased the miners from Bitmain, a Chinese company that produces the hardware. Let me show you the Bitcoin which was minted in the last 3 months. We see 50.4 Bitcoin in January, 43.4 Bitcoin in February, and 102.3 Bitcoin in March. The increase in March had to do with the newly installed 3,000 miners which were delivered at the beginning of March. At the start of 2021, our mining fleet consisted of 2,560 miners generating 0.25 exahash per second. By early 2022, our mining fleet will consist of 103,120 miners generating 10.37 exahash per second. That is 4,081% increase in power in approximately 1 year. 4,081% means nearly 41 times as much as they had at the beginning of January 2021. Let me show you how it looks like on a chart. With so much hash power, there is no question they will mine a lot of Bitcoin. But it's not as easy as we think, because the difficulty level of mining Bitcoin will become more complicated when more miners are entering the market. We all know Bitcoin is very volatile. I would not say Bitcoin is risky, because the chance of Bitcoin going to zero is less likely than Bitcoin going to 500,000. But we all can agree that Bitcoin is very volatile. Swings of 20 to 30% are quite common, and losing 70 to 85% of its value happens in all of their cycles. So you have to understand, when you invest in a Bitcoin mining company, you are leveraging Bitcoin. So this means if Bitcoin goes up 20%, your company might make 50% in gains. This also applies when it goes down. So it's a volatile investment. let us get back to find out how many Bitcoin marathons can mine this year realistically and find a price target for marathon for this Bitcoin bull run. The plan I have for the stock is to trade the stock close to perfect. To get closer to the Bitcoin numbers mined this year, we have to know the miners' delivery schedule. This is the schedule for the miners. We see that the large batches of deliveries comes at the end of this year. Let's assume the deliveries are on time and it takes the company 14 days to install all the rigs and get them online. We will get the numbers of Bitcoins mined each day on the right column. You read right. At the end of the year, Marathon could mine 55 Bitcoins per day. But as I told you earlier, the likelihood that the numbers are accurate now is less likely, because the difficulty in mining Bitcoin will increase during the bull run. The difficulty will increase after 2016 blocks, which is at the moment roughly 14 days. If we take the last bull run in 2017 as a reference, we can model a 3.7% increase in difficulty every 14 days, resulting in a doubling of the difficulty rate from now through the end of the year. So this would translate to the theoretically production of 5,385 Bitcoin to a realistically 3,870 Bitcoin at the end of the year. 3,870 Bitcoin would equal 225 million, assuming a 58,000 Bitcoin price. We have a market cap of 5.59 billion, which is a price to sales ratio of 24.84 times. The math behind this is 5.59 billion divided by 225 million. So 24.84 times is the number I want you to remember. If we assume that we will reach 150,000 per Bitcoin in this bull run, the 3,870 Bitcoin would be worth 508 million and a half million. If we assume that the price to sales ratio stays at the same and we have enough people who overvalue the company and Bitcoin, we would have a market cap of 24.84 times 580.5 million, which would be 14.4 billion market cap, which is 257% of the current levels. If you think that Bitcoin goes to 200,000 per coin by the year's end, we would have a 19.2 billion market cap for Marathon, which is 343% from the current level. Overall, we can say if you are bullish on Bitcoin, you can be bullish on a Bitcoin mining company. Still, we all know that Bitcoin is working in cycles, so that Marathon will have insane swings. You can try to make a good swing trade with this stock, and it's also okay to hold it for long term when you bought the stock for really cheap. However, I would not like to hold the stock for long term because the cycles of Bitcoin are quite predictable, so it would be easier to buy and trade the stock with the bull run swings. Anyways, for legal reasons, I have to say I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Do your own due diligence and remember that your money is your responsibility. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel where I update you about exciting stock news and investment opportunities. Thank you so much and see you hopefully in the next video. Thank you, bye!